Making bacon has never been easier with the Baconer from Hamilton Beach, the toaster for your bacon.
Today, we're making bacon easy with the Baconer from Hamilton Beach. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for you. Welcome to another episode of The Electric Chef. Today, we're talking about the Baconer. Now, I first found the Baconer in this fondue cookbook, one of my favorites actually, from Better Homes and Gardens. And here it is. It's in a section on tabletop cuisine, and that's apt because this can be used on the tabletop. So the Baconer, as you can see here, is by Hamilton Beach, and it was released around 1968, 1969, and it was designed to be a toaster for your bacon. And that's actually kind of what it is. Instead of the bacon popping up out of the top, you open these doors. And you'll see how the bacon is designed to be cooked on this little marketing insert that I was lucky enough to get with the one that I bought. And look at that. So the bacon drapes over this bar here. And when you close the door, it holds in all of those greases, and so there's no spatter. And there's a nice little drip tray that is a separate piece, you see down below here. And that drip tray has a little spout here where you can sort of pour out the greases. It's kind of an effective design. Very useful. Now, the toaster aspect of it is continued with the controls here on this side. You'll see that the controls have settings for different textures of bacon. You can turn the knob to whatever texture you prefer, and it's a set it and forget it. You can just walk away and come back, and it will be finished and ready to go. So now I've had this for a little while. As I say, I found this in this book, and that was sort of set me down the path of all of these odd, wonderful appliances. And I've used it, and it's somewhat effective. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate its use, and then you can judge for yourself. All right? Now, we take slices of bacon and we drape them over the unit. Then we close the doors and set this to our desired temperature. Now, I like my bacon a little bit crisper, so I'm going to set this to the crispy setting. You can set it wherever you want. And there we have it. Now, one of the things that I find is fairly effective about this is that you can set this to crispy bacon and put 2 or 3 slices on, and then keep an eye on the knob, and when it dials down to the setting that someone else in your house likes, you can then add some more bacon, close the doors again, and you'll have 2 different textures of bacon. So, here we go. You can hear it starting to sizzle already. All right, so once your dial has stopped turning and your unit is off, you can then open up the doors. And here you have the bacon. So, let's analyze this bacon, shall we? Now, what you'll find, especially if you have gone to the darkest level, you'll find that the bacon wants to remain in that U shape, which is a little odd, serving bacon that has a bend in it. And the other thing that you'll notice is that the ones in the center tend to get more done, and the ones on the ends are a little softer. And the top of the heating unit tends to make the bacon a little darker than the faces of the unit do. So let's go over the pluses and minuses, shall we? So what we've got here is we've got a unit that will take all of the work out of bacon for the most part. You just set it and forget it. Put the bacon on, turn the unit on to the desired doneness, and then let it do its thing. So that's very effective. However, it's a little inconsistent in the bacon that it cooks. If you don't care all that much about the texture of your bacon, then this could be perfect for you. For cleanup, that's really sort of a mixed bag. These doors will come right off, can be washed in the sink, And you'll notice that if we lift up the unit here, you'll see that there's a nice little well of grease down there. So it's caught all that grease. And as I pointed out, that little pouring spout will let you pour that into a skillet to make eggs or into a grease trap so you can throw it away later. So that's effective. However, the unit itself cannot be immersed in water. And what they suggest is that you wipe it down. And I've done that. It never feels like it's as clean as I'd like it to be. And it always burns off a little residue when you start it up again. I think that has to do with the bacon grease that you haven't gotten off and maybe a little bit of the dish soap that you use in the sponge to wipe it down with. But for the most part, it's not that hard to clean. But, you know, I buy these things so you don't have to. Unless you want to with this one. If you like bacon and you make it a lot, then maybe it will justify the space on your counter. So come by my Patreon for a little bit of a deeper dive into the manufacturing and marketing of the unit. That's patreon.com/Brini Maxwell. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of The Electric Chef. Next time around, we'll be looking at my Cook and Stir blender by Ronson. And until then, bye now. This programming has been made possible by grants from these lovely people over on my Patreon, and by contributions to this channel from viewers like you. Thank you. Join them and get access to bonus material, including a deeper dive into the history, design, and marketing of the Baconer. For a complete transcript of this program, please visit our digital archive on Patreon. No self-addressed stamped envelope required.